Check this. One, two. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Touchdown. 1, 2. Touchdown. 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 1, 2. 1, 2.
Do they take a longer halftime because of homecoming?
No. It is banged through.
Okay.
There's always a bunch of extra time at halftime anyway.
Back here to Forest City High School as we get set for the kickoff between the Indians and the Clarion-Goldfield-Dows Cowboys coming up here in
City High School has the following expectations of conduct at all activities for fans. They are as follows.
Welcome back here to Forest City High School as we get set for the Indians and the Clarion-Goldfield-Dows Cowboys coming your way in just a couple of minutes as we talk there with Forest City head football coach Chad Moore just moments ago. We're getting set for our national anthem here at Forest City High School. We'll come back after that.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, on this day, 20 years ago, another football game was played on a Monday night between the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants. The following morning, September 11th, 2001, the spirit of America was shaken to its core. Tomorrow, we commemorate 20 years since the attacks on 9/11. And so, if you're not already, please rise, remove your hats, as the Forest City High School Marching Band, under the direction of Mr. Corey Schmidt, honors America with the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome back here to Forest City High School as we get set for the Indians and the Cowboys coming your way in just a couple of minutes. Great tribute there. The national anthem for the Forest City Marching Band, and public address announcer Troy Thompson doing a great job getting the national anthem started and talking about the 20th anniversary of 9/11 tomorrow. Let's take a look at starting lineups first for the Forest City Indians. We'll take a look at Forest City's starting offense. The Indians' offense will look like this. At right tackle is number 60, Carson Buffington. Also starting at right guard is number 52, TJ Weber. At center is number 57, Trevor Seidel. At left guard, making his first career varsity start, is number 78, Brock Good. At left tackle is number 69, Colby Kretzinger. At the wide receivers, number 87, Truman Knutson, and number 2, Kellen Moore. Number 4, Jack Thompson. The running back is number 13, Andy Olson. And Forest City's quarterback is number 15, Carter Brookoff. Forest City coached by head coach Chad Moore. The defense for the Clarion-Goldfield-Dows Cowboys will look like this. At defensive end is number 58, Mason Allen. He's a 6-foot, 190-pound sophomore. At defensive tackle is number 56, Nash Lineman. He is a 5'10", 200-pound junior. At the other defensive tackle is number 53, Eric Perez, 5'10", 200-pound junior. The other D end is number 25, Max Seba. He's a 6'1", 175-pound junior. The middle linebacker is going to be number 2, Nevin Foss, a junior. He'll be all over the field, one of the top receivers, or rather top players, both defensively and offensively for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. The outside linebacker is number 24, Garrett Seba, senior at 5'9". Safety is number 1, Cody Olson. He's a 6'1", 170-pound senior. The other outside linebacker is number 7, Diego Gonzalez. He's a 5'10", 170-pound sophomore. The free safety is number 3, Jackson Carpenter, 6'3", 190-pound senior. And the corner is number 12, Preston Gardner. He is 6'1", 175 pounds. He is a junior. We're set for football here. We're set for football here at Forest City High School as the Indians and Clarion-Goldfield-Dows doing battle for the 14th time all-time. Clarion holds that 8-5 edge over Forest City. The last game in the series in 2019 went to the Indians right back here in Forest City. 45-6 was the victory for the Forest City Indians. Forest City will receive. It is homecoming here at Forest City. The Indians will receive. They will receive from left to right, east to west. They'll receive on the east end and travel to the west end to try to score here first. Kicking for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows is number 89. That's Janisak Rosner. He will kick from the near hash. Kellen Moore and Jack Thompson are back to receive for Forest City. Jack on the left side, Kellen on the right side. Forest City in their white helmets, red jerseys, white pants. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows black helmets, white jerseys, black pants, and we are underway from Forest City High School. Good kick taken by Kellen Moore at the 10-yard line. He's going to go to the right side looking for some blocks up to the 25 where he's wrestled down quickly for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. That's Preston Gardner, number 12, who makes the tackle for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, and we are underway here from Forest City High School. The Indians will start off offensively at the 25-yard line. First down and 10, Forest City. Indians with the football to start things off. Forest City will break the huddle. Tight formation, 3 backs. Behind Carter Brookoff under center. Brookoff hands it off. Some running room. This is Kellen Moore up to the 35. Should be close to the first down marker. Might be a bit short. No, it's going to be enough. Up to the 35-yard line. First down and 10, Forest City from the 35. So the Indians pick up their first down. Good to see Forest City's offense clicking. That was one of the problems last week. Didn't get out offensively right away. A little bit of a different look here for Forest City as they hand it off to Kellen Moore. Once again, there's a big tackle in there by 76. Big number 76 making the play. Daniel Chavez, the senior, 6'2", 275-pound senior. Makes a play, loss of 2 yards there for Kellen, and Forest City will have second down and 12 now, back to the 33-yard line. I think it was only a loss of 1 who called the 34-yard line. Second down and 11 for Forest City, who will break the huddle. 17 seconds on the play clock. 1 minute gone so far on the game clock. Thompson will switch sides of the formation from right to left. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Brookoff will throw for the first time. He's still looking to throw. Throws it. It's complete to Snyder at the 40, where he's driven backwards, but he'll have forward progress to the 40-yard line. And Forest City will have third down and manageable coming up with 10:46 to play here in quarter number 1. Carpenter on the stop there. We'll call it third down and 5 from the 40-yard line. Forest City started this possession at the 35. Forest City has 3 receivers, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, 1 running back in the backfield. Brookoff looking to throw again. He's under pressure. Now he's going to run. Chavez trying to make a play. Can't. Brookoff will keep it. He has the first down yardage across the 45-yard line. Give him the 48-yard line. First down and 10 Forest City from the 48-yard line. Carter Brookoff had nowhere to go. He was being chased by big number 76 Chavez. And he takes off and runs, able to scramble across the first down marker up to the 48-yard line. First down and 10 Indians. Forest City with a pair of first downs here on the first drive. Trying to get the offense started. Foss had 70 tackles a year ago as a sophomore, now a junior. We're going to see him offensively. We're going to see him defensively. Here's a handoff to Andy Olson looking for some running room. He's going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a couple of inches near the 49-yard line. They do give him the 49-yard line, so a gain of 1 to the 49 for Forest City and Olsen. It'll be 2nd down and 9 with 9:44 to play here in the first period. No score. Forest City offensively for the first time. Indians started the drive at the 25-yard line. They've gone 24 thus far. Snyder split out to the left. One receiver to the near side, 2 wings and a running back in the backfield. Brookoff hands this one off to Olsen. Olsen looking for running room. He'll make it across the 50 inside Clarion territory. About right at the 50-yard line, we'll call it. Not quite to the 49-yard line of Clarion. It'll be 9 minutes to play here in the first period. And 3rd down and long coming up for Forest City. We'll call it a long 8. 3rd down and 8 here for the Indians. They have a pair of first downs so far. They've gone to the air a couple of times. We'll see if that's what they decide to do here. Forest City breaks the huddle. They set up at the 50-yard line. Tight formation. Couple of wings, tight end in the game. Running back in the backfield, that's Olsen. Brookoff is going to bootleg, looking to throw downfield or run it. He's going to take off and run it himself. He needs to get to about the 42, and it's close. He needed the 42-yard line. Did he get there? He's right at the 42. The referees will look at it. Will they measure? No, first down Forest City. It was right at the sticks. And I think the Clarion coach, Coach Vogel, would like them to look at it. The official said first down, but Coach Voss would like them to look at it, so they will. So we'll do a measurement. It was initially indicated Forest City first down, but Clarion staff, just to be sure, wanted a measurement, so they'll bring the chains all the way across the field. 8:39 to play here in the first period. No score. Forest City looking for their 3rd first down of the drive. And the chains say, oh, we're going to measure it. What are we doing? We had no signal. Is it 4th down or first down? Still have no signal. And Clarion's clapping as if they're going to be 4th down and the nose of the football. There was still no signal. We don't really care what he calls. We'd like him to make a call, though. And it is going to be 4th down and just the nose. I mean, there's a hair of the football behind the marker. There's the signal. So we finally get it. 8:39 to play here in the first period. And it's about it's not much. The referee literally had to get down on the ground with his fingers to measure how far the ball was away from the sticks. So it is a hair length away from the first down marker. 4th down and a hair length. Brookoff under center, 3 running backs in the backfield, 2 tight ends in the formation. He'll take it himself, and he's got much more than a hair length. Give him a couple of yards. It's first down and 10 for his city. We don't have to measure that one. Let's move the chains. 8:38 to play here in the first period. The clock will stop while we do so, as Brookoff will get up to the 40-yard line. Forest City has their 3rd first down on the drive. The Indians are still moving, as they'll set up first down and 10 from the 40 of Clarion. A little bit of a different look this year for Clarion defensively under first-year head coach Caleb Vogel. Vogel, a Linn-Mar grad, 2009 Linn-Mar grad. Handoff, Olsen looking for some running room. He is quickly met by Seba. Garrett Seba with a big strike for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows inside the 39-yard line. At the 39-yard line, called a 1-yard gain, 2nd down and 9. 8:04 to play. Seba coming out of nowhere there. Pretty good wrestler for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Makes a tackle there. Seba, state wrestling participant, nearly found himself in the state championship a year ago. 1 receiver left, 1 to the right, 2 wings, running back in the backfield. Brookoff will throw. It is in and out of the hands of the 30-yard line. Intended receiver Snyder. And it will be 3rd down and long coming for Forest City with 7:40 to play here in the first period. No score between either teams. Forest City has marched the football down, though. They started at the 25-yard line after the kickoff was brought back 15 yards by Kellen Moore. And now the Indians will set up for 3rd down and 9. 7:40 to play. Brookoff gets the call from the sidelines. Will run back in and usher it to the huddle. They got to hurry, though. 9 seconds on the play clock. Up to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers left. 3 seconds on the clock. They get it snapped. Handoff to Kellen Moore looking for some running room. He's got some. He's got the first down. Kellen Moore will dive forward. Brookoff was taken down as he handed it off. It was close. Brookoff nearly tackled as he was handing that one off to Kellen Moore, but Kellen's going to find enough for a first down. As Forest City is inside the 30-yard line, mark him at the 28-yard line, first down and 10. Clock will continue to run, 7:30 to play here in the first. One receiver left, one to the right, man in motion. Brookoff looking to run. He's under pressure. He has to throw, and he gets rid of it just in time. Some pressure there for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. That was 53, Eric Perez, the junior, as he nearly got Brookoff before Brookoff got rid of it. I'm sure Brookoff felt that pressure coming. As Perez breaks through there, that's back-to-back plays where Clarion-Goldfield-Dows defensive lineman quickly punches through the line for Forest City. Second down and 10, 7:15 to play here in the first quarter. No score. Indians still on their opening drive. They've marched it from the 25-yard line. They're set up at the 28. Inside Clarion territory. Same formation. Brookoff under center. Hands this one off. We've got whistles, and Forest City moving early as Jack Thompson was taking the jet sweep from left to right, and they blew it dead. And it's going to be a false start, I believe, coming up here on Forest City. We'll wait for the official call. Again, no signal. We'll just assume that it's false start. It's about the only thing it can be in that situation when they blow it dead. But again, our official not given the signals. Got to have the signals. Like a referee in basketball calling somebody for a foul and nobody knows what the foul's for. Under center. Got to know what it's for. Thompson takes the sweep to the right side. Thompson looking for running room. And he's going to be swung out of bounds. That's Foss. As Foss quickly gets him out of bounds. 70 tackles. All-district defender a year ago as a sophomore for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Back in a big way. Again, this year he makes a big tackle there of Jack Thompson, throwing him out of bounds. And it'll be third down and 10 for Forest City as they get the penalty yardage back. We'll find third down and 10 from the 28, the original line of scrimmage. 6:56 to play here in the first. Kellen Moore quickly back in. Truman Knutson top of the formation. Bottom of the formation, Snyder. Two wings, one left, one right. Running back in the backfield. Brookoff looking to throw. Brookoff still looking towards the end zone. Kellen Moore, it's incomplete. Brookoff looking for Kellen Moore in the end zone, unable to find him. And it's going to be fourth down and 10 for Forest City from the 28-yard line with 6:51 to play here in quarter number one. Indians will keep that offense on the field here with fourth down and 10. From the 28-yard line, they've moved the ball from their own 25 all the way down to the Clarion-Goldfield 28. They need 10 yards to keep the drive alive. Same formation. Brookoff in the shotgun this time. Olsen in the backfield, low snap. Brookoff gets it, looking to throw. Now Brookoff will take off. He's got some running room. He needs all 10, though. Brookoff is stopped at the 20. He's going to be short by a couple of yards. If it would have been fourth down and 7, he would have had it. But he comes up short. It's going to be about a 7-yard pickup for Carter Brookoff. Not going to be enough for a first down. It'll be a turnover on downs for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, and their defense will come up with a stop after Forest City was able to march the ball down the field, unable to punch it in, and the defense will come out for the first time tonight. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will set up at the 22, so 6 yards. On the scramble there by Brookoff, 4 yards short. We'll see the Clarion offense for the first time, and they go straight to, we talked about it in the pregame show, where Gardner will line up at quarterback so often, and he lines up at quarterback here for the first play of the game. They hand it off to Voss, looking for a tackle, and Forest City able to make the play. A few yards of running room for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Forest City looking for a hold call, did not get one. We talked about it in the pregame show. They're going to go with that Wildcat formation where Gardner, the wide receiver, will line up at quarterback quite often. Has thrown a touchdown already this year, so he will throw as well when he lines up at quarterback. And he stays at quarterback. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. That's their normal quarterback. To the left side, 2 running backs in the backfield. They hand it off. No, it's the keeper. And the ball's out. Ball's on the ground. I think Forest City's got it. Forest City says they have it. We know the ball is out. The ball is still loose. And it is going to be Forest City football. The Indians will get it. Gardner on the keeper. And he loses it. Forest City's got it. at the 21-22 line. First down and 10 Indians inside the Clarion 22 line. Big play for Forest City. They've been on the wrong side of the turnover battle last week especially, and they start on the right foot this week, getting the first turnover of the game in a big way. Forest City's got it first down and 10 from the Clarion 22. 6:13 to play in the first. We know they can move the football. They've done so. Tight formation, 2 tight ends, 3 running backs in the backfield. Handoff to Olsen looking for some running room. He'll have it across the 20, gets down to the 18-yard line, give him a gain of 4. Second down and 6 upcoming. 6 minutes to play here in the first. Forest City with their best starting field position. They march the ball down the field. We're held out on 4th down, and they have a chance to punch it in. Kellen Moore, running room left side. Kellen Moore still running. He's got first down yardage. And Moore looking for the end zone. Can he get there? Wait for a signal. Touchdown! Kellen Moore from 18 yards out. Just gets that sweep off the edge, finds the corner, breaks a tackle at the 12, and he's able to dive into the end zone. Thankfully, the line judge able to give us the signal. And we find the touchdown. 5:35 left in the quarter number 1. It's Forest City 6, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 0. The Indians will try to add on. It's going to be a timeout. Forest City. The Indians burn a timeout here in the first quarter on the 2-point try. No, timeout Clarion. Again with the hand signals, they hand signal timeout Forest City. Now they're saying timeout Clarion. Who called the timeout? It will be Clarion. It looks like that officially called the timeout. 5:35 to play here in the second quarter. Forest City will try to add the extra points. And it was believable that Forest City called it because Coach Moore was quickly out of the field yelling at somebody wrong formation, but it looked like initially that Clarion, that's why I called it initially timeout Clarion, because it looked like they had called it. 5:35 to play here in quarter number 1. Brookoff will take off towards the end zone. He will find it. Forest City scores a 2-point conversion. It's 8-0 Indians. 5:35 to play here in quarter number 1. We're back for kickoff next. All right, John, sorry we had a memory card problem. I'm back. Back to Forest City High School. Kickoff taken at the 25-yard line for Olsen. That's Landon Olsen with the football still on his feet to the 40, across the 40, and nearly brought down shy of the 45-yard line before he finally goes out of bounds. Landon Olsen, the senior, 5'11", 160, their top returner, takes the football out to the 44-yard line where Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will have first down and 10. there from the 44-yard line. 5:27 to play here in the first. Forest City marches the ball 22 yards for the opening score of the game after recovering the first turnover of the game there at the 22. Now Clarion-Goldfield-Dows with their best starting field position at their own 44. Handoff Voss. Voss looking for running room. Shimmies. He's at the 50, 45, 40. And a big gain there for Nevin Voss out to the 40-yard line, maybe just short at the 41. We'll call it the 40. It's going to be first down and 10 no matter what. Chains will set, clock will run. 5:20 to play here in the first. Big burst of energy there for Voss. They started in their Wildcat formation. They stay in it. As Gardner, the backup quarterback, will take the second series as well. Hands this one off to Voss again, looking for running room. And going to be finally brought down. I'm not sure Traub is on the field. Traub may have gotten hurt or sick or something. No, yeah, Traub's over there on the sidelines. I thought I saw him during warm-ups. So the starting quarterback, Ethan Traub, over there across the way. He's on the sidelines, but he has yet to take a snap for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. 4:34 to play here in quarter number 1. Clarion will break the huddle there. They're going to spread the field. Those of you listening at home are probably confused. Clarion under a new coach. Yes, they go to a spread offense. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Gardner's going to keep it himself. Got some running room. Carson Buffington with a nice takedown for the Indians. Buffington with the takedown at the 30-yard line. Or right shy of the 30. They're going to call it third down. He needed the full 30-yard line for the first down. He gets it to the 31-yard line. It's going to be third down and 1 for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows from the 31. 4 minutes to play, first period. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, 2 running backs in the backfield. It's going to be Foss and Garrett Seba in the backfield. Gardner takes the snap, hands it. No, he keeps it himself, looking for running room. Big stop, Andrew Snyder. Andrew Snyder wraps him up. They're going to give him the oof. It looked like they got him in the backfield at like the 30 late or back behind the 31. They get it right at the sticks, about right where the ball was before, so it's going to be fourth down in the same amount. I thought he lost about 1. They don't give it to him, though. They give him back the 31-yard line, and it's fourth down and inches coming up for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. From the Forest City 31-yard line, they spread the field. 1 running back in the backfield with Gardner still. Gardner takes a snap, looking to run. He's looking for running room. It's going to be close, but he's got enough. Give him a gain of about 1.5 yards, which is enough for the first down. First down at 10, Clarion inside the 30-yard line at about the 29, short of the 28. 3:11 rather. Left here in quarter number 1. Seidel with the tackle for the Indians. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers left. They spread the field again. It's Garrett Seba in the backfield with Gardner. Gardner takes the snap. Keeps himself once again looking for running room. He's got a 25, 20, 15 still on his feet. Inside the 10. Can Forest City bring him down short of the goal line? He's in. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. But Gardner's got it. And it's a touchdown, Clarion. 29 yards out. Gardner takes it all the way in. Ball was on the ground momentarily, but Gardner came back up with it, so even if it was fumbled, it's again recovered. And Clarion not going to try to tie it up at 8. They're going to try to go for the PAT as they will attempt it with Gomez. Gomez, no, it's blocked. Gomez, the PAT attempt, no good. Forest City by 2. 2:46 to play in the first. It's Indians 8, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 6. Kickoff is next. John, I'm taking the mic down a little bit, so you might have to take me up on the board. I'm buzzing a tiny bit. I'm buzzing on the stream, so I'm taking the mic down. Back here to Forest City High School, the Indians leading by 2. West Hancock, last time we got an score update there, West Hancock leading Lake Mills. That was 20-0 in the first period earlier. Ball has been kicked, and there's some helmet-to-helmet contact. Kellen Moore still on his feet, looking for some yardage. He's going to be short of the 40-yard line, but Kellen Moore with a good return there for the Indians, where they will set up first down and 10 again with good field position. 2:38 to play here in quarter number 1. That first drive went pretty quickly as Forest City was marching, took a lot of time off the clock, and now both teams trading the ball. Gardner's, 29 yards out. Gardner's scoring drive. Kellen Moore and Forest City will start this drive at the 38, not quite the 39-yard line. So it'll be the 38-yard line of Forest City where the Indians will set up first down and 10. 2 receivers left. Wing to the right, running back in the backfield. That's Olsen. They're going to hand it off to Olsen, looking for some running room. Garrett Seba stacks up Olsen. We'll see where they finally mark him at. Garrett Seba there with the stop. And they do give him the 39, so it's a 1-yard pickup to the 39-yard line. Second down and 9 coming for Forest City with 2:20 to play here in quarter number 1. Indians 8, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 6. Forest City, 82 yards of total offense so far in this game here in the first quarter. It's more than they had in 4 quarters of football last week. Hand off to Olsen, looking for running room. He's got it. Olsen up to the 50-yard line. First down and 10 Indians as Andy Olsen goes rumbling and bumbling up to the 50. First down and 10 Indians. Give us another 11, 12 there for Olsen. Landon Olsen with the stop for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Forest City again sets up at the 50. Andy Olsen again. 45. Trucks the defender at the 45-yard line inside the 45. Marked down at the 44 inside Clarion-Goldfield-Dows territory. No, give him the 43. We like that better. 43-yard line, 1:28 to play here in quarter number 1. 8-6 the score. Forest City with the lead, trying to add on. Big non-district conference contest here with Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Clarion plays in the death of a district. They'll start next week. 5 ranked teams in that district. Under center, hand off to Kellen Moore, looking for running room, looking for a blocker, and he's brought down for a loss back near the 50-yard line. So Forest City will have long, 3rd down and long coming up, about 3rd down and 5 from the 45. Yep, give them the 45-yard line, a 2-yard loss to the 45-yard line, 3rd down and 5. 48 seconds left here in quarter number 1. Forest City will have to run the 3rd down play here in the first quarter. Not that the ball will move much. We're at the 45-yard line inside Clarion-Goldfield-Dows territory. Forest City breaks the huddle. Both of the big guys are spread out. Truman Knutson top, Snyder bottom. Brookoff will look to throw under pressure. Still looking to throw. Perez looking after him. He dumps it off to Jack Thompson. Thompson's got it inside the 35-yard line. Great job there. Good eyes downfield by Carter Brookoff. He had nothing. It looked like he was just going to throw it away. Jack Thompson standing right at the 40 says, here, I'll take it. And Brookoff dumps it off to him. Thompson gets inside the 35-yard line. Give him the 35. First down and 10 for Forest City with 20 seconds left here in the first. 8-6, still Indians lead. They'll snap one more play here in the first period. Truman Knutson top, Snyder bottom, same formation. Thompson left, Kellen Moore right, Andy Olsen in the backfield. Brookoff bootleg, still looking, he's got to try to beat a defender. Now he'll dump it off, and it's incomplete. Intended for Kellen Moore, looking for another dump down on a bootleg left. It'll be 2nd down and 10 as it goes through the hands there of Moore. Good pressure for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows by Carpenter, the senior, as he was chasing Brookoff. Brookoff knew he had to get rid of it. Saw Kellen Moore there, but throwing on the run and in traffic. 14 seconds left in the first. Forest City will play the 2nd down as well here in the first period. Same formation. Olsen in the backfield. Under center is Brookoff. 3-man front for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Brookoff screen play. Andy Olsen's got it to the 25, to the 20, and finally brought down at about the 20-yard line. screenplay works perfectly for 4A City. Maybe the 21 will give them the 20. First down and 10, and that's going to be, I believe, the end of quarter number 1. 4A City won't have time to snap it again. After 1 quarter of play, it's 4A City 8, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 6. We're back for quarter number 2 right after this. Back here to Forest City High School as the Indians leading Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 8-6 as we head to quarter number 2. It's homecoming here at Forest City. Great homecoming crowd in the stands. Looks like some standing room up and down the fences, but a pretty good crowd on hand wearing red and white this evening. Forest City, as Coach Moore talked about in the pregame show, you're always worried about some of those homecoming distractions. But Forest City's got to worry about football when it comes to Friday night. And so far, they've been taking care of business. Brookoff will take the first snap of the second quarter. Hands off to Olsen, left side. Olsen running room inside the 15, where he's finally brought down. Good pickup on first down. Give him about 7 on first down. 11:50 to play until halftime. Forest City 8, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 6. Give him the 14-yard line. So a 7-yard pickup. Second down and 3 from the 14. He's got to get to the 11. Just past the 11-yard line for a first down. 2 receivers right. Hand off Olsen. Running room. Olsen still looking. He's brought down. But he's going to be close to the first down marker. We'll see if they give it to him or not. It's short. Give him a 2-yard pickup. It's right at the 11-yard line. He's got to get across the 11-yard line for a first down. So Forest City has 2 plays to move the ball just across the 11-yard line. Brookoff will find the first one from the sidelines and hustle it back in. 10:58 to play in the second. 8-6 Forest City with the lead. Trying to add on. They're at the Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 11. Under center, Brookoff hands this one off. Olsen, and he is stopped in the backfield by 76 once again. Great play in there by Chavez, once again getting in and making a stop. And now Forest City will have a couple more yards as a loss out to about the 13-yard line, about a loss of 2. So it's fourth down and a long 2, almost 3 here for Forest City. Greenwood will come in. Thompson will go out. Brookoff will break the huddle. 1 receiver left. 3 receivers in a triangle formation to the top side. Brookoff looking to throw. Brookoff across the middle. It's incomplete. Intended for Kellen Moore, and it's a turnover on down as Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will take over. Forest City with a slant play across the middle. Just incomplete. The Indians won't add on to their lead, and Clarion will take over 2 minutes into the second quarter with Forest City leading 8-6. Be first down and 10 from the 13-yard line. So first down and 10 from the 13. We'll see which quarterback comes out. It's been Gardner all the way thus far. Not listed as their starter, but had taken a ton of reps coming into tonight's game. Spread the field. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. 1 man in motion from left to right. They're going to keep it as Gardner still under center. He keeps it himself, and he'll have some yards up to the across the 15. Give him the 16-yard line. Second down coming up from the 16. Trevor Seidel to stop there for Forest City. Give them a game of 3. Second down and 7 coming up. Spread formation again. Gardner still the quarterback. Takes the snap. Will tuck it and run. I think he was trying to hand that one off, but he's got running room. Up to the 30, still on his feet to the 35-yard line, where Forest City will finally bring him down. It looked like he was intending to try to hand that football off, and instead, Forest City Gardner takes the snap and keeps it himself and runs all the way out to the 35-yard line. First down and 10, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. First down and 10, Clarion from the Forest City 35. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right, 2 running backs in the backfield with Gardner. Hands it off to Voss. Voss looking for running room, and we got a flag on the field, and this one's in the area where it's hopefully coming back if you're a Forest City fan. Voss did get up to about the 40-yard line before he was finally brought down. Clausen into the game here for Forest City at linebacker. Clausen was originally slated as a defensive lineman tonight for Forest City when they go into a 4-man set, as the Indians are without big man Levi Olson. This one will be brought back. Forest City definitely missing the big man and Olson, both offensively and defensively tonight. Clausen was slated to start at defensive line. And we mentioned the freshman Brock Good on the offensive line for Forest City. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right for Gardner, and he draws the entire Forest City defense offline. But did Clarion-Goldfield-Dows move first? Everybody from Forest City broke the plane, and Clarion-Goldfield-Dows moved first, so we'll move him back another 5 yards. So it'll be first down and 25 now for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows from the 21-yard line. They've got to get to the 45-yard line of Forest City territory for a first down. They're going to start at the 21. So they got to go from the 21 to the 46. 8:44 to play until halftime. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the bottom half of the formation. Gardner still the quarterback. 1 running back in the backfield. Gardner looking to throw. Under pressure by Knutson. Who else is there? Carson Buffington picks up the sack for the Indians, as he was under pressure by Knutson originally. Knutson forced him to step up in the pocket, and Carson Buffington comes in and gets a sack for the Indians. More loss on the drive here for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, as they're back to the 19-yard line, a 2-yard loss. Here's a handoff to Foss, and that time it's Snyder. The Forest City defense flying around the football field right now, as the Indians have forced Clarion into about a 3rd down and about 27. It'll be from the 19-yard line. So Clarion is going to need to go from the 19 to the 45 is where they will pick up a first down at. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Spread formation. Gardner will look to throw. He rolls out, still looking. He's under pressure. Might have been a face mask. Gardner spin move. He had a long ways to go. He took off himself. Had a long ways to go. He needed about almost 30 to keep that one. It's going to be 4th down and long coming up for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, though he did get about half of it. As Gardner gets up to about the 32-yard line, got nearly half of it before Clarion-Goldfield-Dows now will have to boot it away here to Forest City. Kale Christians, 5 punts this year, an average of 46 yards per punt. Forest City puts nobody back. The Indians are coming after it. Christian, the punter. Snap. It's a long snap. Forest City, can they get to it? Might have been tipped. And it's going to get a Clarion-Goldfield-Dows roll inside the 30, still rolling inside the 25. They got a big Clarion-Goldfield-Dows roll, and it's going to turn out to be a great punt for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, as it was a tall, not very quick snap. Forest City nearly got to it. Christian gets it away, and it takes a couple of Clarion-Goldfield-Dows bounces along with the Clarion-Goldfield-Dows roll all the way down to the 28-yard line. Excuse me, 23-yard line. So first down at 10, Forest City from the 23. Got a lot of field to go. 6:24 will be the amount of time they'll have to do so. 8-6 is the score. Indians in a triangle formation with 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Olsen in the backfield. Brookoff looking to throw. Brookoff still looking to throw. He will have to step back. Now he's going to finally get rid of it, and it's going to go out of play towards the cheerleaders here on the near side as one of them does make the catch after a bounce on the track. Brookoff just needed to get rid of it as he was under pressure. Quarterback spy did a nice job there for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Carpenter, his job is to keep an eye on the flats area, which also means he's got to keep an eye on Carter Brookoff. And if Carter Brookoff takes off, it's all Jackson Carpenter for quite a ways before a linebacker or a safety can flow over the top. And he did a good job there of forcing Brookoff to get rid of it. Forest City will hand it off this time. Jack Thompson, running room, as he'll make it short of the 30-yard line. Gets across the 25, though, up to about the 28-yard line. So he got up to the 28. Third down coming up here for Forest City. 5:53 to play here in the second. Forest City 8, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 6. Indians looking to try to add on. They've had the ball twice. They've lost it on fourth down deep inside Clarion territory after moving across the field. They did score after recovering a fumble. Brookoff will look to throw. Brookoff has got a man. It's over the head of Snyder. Snyder open, but Brookoff just a bit over the top of him. And it's incomplete. Would have been big yardage there for the Indians. Instead, it's going to be fourth down coming up. And Forest City will have to boot it away for the first time. So teams will trade punts this time as Kretzinger in punt formation for Forest City. It's usually Landon Olsen who returns it for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. That is Olsen. So Olsen will set up at the 35-yard line. Kretzinger will punt. Good snap. Kretzinger gets it away. It's a line drive kick, takes a Forest City bounce. Olsen at the 35. Olsen looking for running room up to the 40, hurdles a man, and finally is brought down at about the 42, maybe the 43. So Olsen about to get 7-8 yards there on the return for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. It is the 42 where they mark him down. So about 7 yards for Landon Olsen on the punt return. 5:20 to play here in quarter number 2. It's Forest City 8, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 6. 42-yard line. Inside their own territory is where Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, wearing the white jerseys, black pants, black helmets, will set up. Forest City, red jerseys, white helmets, white pants. 2 receivers, 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. It's still Gardner under center taking the snaps here for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Gardner will take off, gets up to the 45-yard line, still on his feet. Forest City looked like they had him wrapped up at the 45, but he breaks ahead for another 2-3 yards up to the 48-yard line, where it'll be second down and about 4 coming up for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows after a 6-yard pickup on first down. Buffington and Knutson there for the Indians on the stop. Same formation. We still haven't seen Traub. We've seen him on defense. We have yet to see him in the game offensively. It's been Gardner the whole way, under center. Gardner will look to pass, swing pass left. It's caught. Voss has got it. Looking for some running room. Forest City will bring him down, but not before he finds enough for a first down. First down at 10. Voss with the catch and run for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows inside Forest City territory at the 46-yard line. First down and 10, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. 4:37 to play in the second. Still 8-6 Indians. .97 yards of offense for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. A big stop for the Indians right behind the line of scrimmage. Inside Forest City making it happen. That was Clausen on the stop for the Indians. Clausen getting the start of defensive tackle without Levi Olsen. So a good job there by Clausen to make the stop. 4:02 to play here in the Second quarter, 8-6 the score. 46-yard line. 3 in the backfield. Gardner, 2 running backs, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They're going to hand this one off. Looking for running room for us, and he's got him in the backfield, brings him down. Truman Knutson on the stop there for the Indians as Cale Christians trying to break away with it. Knutson makes a great stop for Forest City. All the way back at the 48-yard line, and it's 3rd down and long coming up for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. 3:26 to play here in the second quarter. Forest City 8, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 6. 3rd down and 12 coming from the 48-yard line. 1 receiver left, 2 receivers to the right. 2 running backs to the backfield with Gardner. In the shotgun, Gardner takes the snap, looking to throw, dumps it out. It's caught by Garrett Seba, looking for running room. Ball's on the ground. It's picked up by Vinton Feldman. Feldman's got it for the Indians. We're going the other way. Second fumble of the game for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Garrett Seba takes it. He had the first down yardage, and Vinton Feldman pokes the ball away. He picks it up for the Indians, and Forest City will have it back. 35-yard line is where Forest City officially recovers it. 3:02 to play till halftime, and the Indians have a chance to try to add on. Just some great piece of fundamental work there by the Indians. Man's running past you. Reach out, poke it away, and that's exactly what Forest City did. Garrett Seba had the first down yardage and more. Under center, Brookoff, running back in the backfield, a couple of wings. Handed off to Kellen Moore, looking for running room. He's got the edge to the 40, to the 45, and he pushes a man out of bounds around the 50. They spot him at the 49. First down and 10 for Forest City. As Kellen Moore hit a man at the 40, went out of bounds at about the 49. And he'll come out now as Forest City will bring Robe Berry into the offense. 49-yard line of Forest City. 2:56 to play till halftime. Indians trying to add on. They've led the whole way. Right now it's 8-6. Rookoff under center, 1 running back in the backfield. Again, same play. This time it's Robe Berry. Berry looking for some running room, and it's going to be Chavez. 76 Chavez rips Robe Berry down along with Foss. So Chavez and Foss rip Robe Berry down, but he gets across the 50 inside Clarion-Goldfield-Dows territory at the 47-yard line. So second down coming up for Forest City. Give him 3 yards. It'll be about second down and 7, second down and 6. From the 47. Brookoff under center. Brookoff hands it to Olsen this time, and he falls down, but gets across the 45 before going down. A shoestring tackle there for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. And they needed that because Olsen had a full head of steam. It was looking like he was heading towards that first down marker, but he's tripped up by Seba. 3rd down and short coming for the Indians. Call it 3rd down and about 3. 3rd down and 3 from the 44-yard line inside Clarion-Goldfield-Dows territory. In the shotgun, Brookoff looking to throw. Forest City picks up the blitz. Brookoff has got to get rid of it. He's under pressure. Still under pressure. He throws it and gets taken down as the ball gets released, and it's going to be 4th down and 3 for Forest City with 1:35 to play in the first half. Brookoff had to get rid of it, though, as he was under pressure by a couple of Clarion-Goldfield-Dows Cowboys, and it's 4th down and 3 for Forest City. They've got to get to the 41-yard line. They're at the 44, and they've got to get to the 41 and actually a little bit across the 41-yard line. The stick's a little bit behind it in order for the first down, so you got to have 3 and not quite a half, but 3 and a little more. 3 receivers left, 1 right, Forest City. The snap, Forest City wasn't ready. Brookoff wasn't ready for the snap. It's thrown. It's caught for a first down, and Clarion-Goldfield-Dows might have been a free play for the Indians. If it was false start, they should have been blown dead. That was a legal shift on the Indians. They were moving. So they do get the Indians for moving, but they call them for a legal shift and say they're going to get them for false start, which probably should have been. They should have been blown dead. Center snaps the football. Quarterback's not ready. Nobody was ready. Half the team was moving still, so they get him for an illegal shift. So fourth down and long this time, 1:32 to play here in the second quarter. Forest City will keep the offense on the field once again from midfield. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right. They've got an extra blocker in to try to help. Brookoff looking to throw. Brookoff still looking. Downfield trying to go to Truman Knutson. Also there for the Indians was 21, Ethan Sesker. Both of them were in the area, but it's incomplete. And it'll be first down and 10, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, right about midfield with 1:24 to play until halftime. Forest City unable to convert on the second turnover of the game for the Cowboys. And now the Indians defense has got to try to find a stop with 1:24 to play until halftime. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will have half the field to go in 1:24. And once again, it's Gardner. We're just going to assume Gardner's going to keep that football offensively for Clarion tonight. He's in the game once again. Here's the handoff left side. Looking for some running room. Got it across the 45. Maybe back at the 45-yard line is Christian, the junior, 5'9", 170 pounds. Is short of the first down marker by a couple of yards. Give him 8. Second down and about 2, a long 2 coming up. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Hurry up offense, under a minute to play. Here's the handoff again, Christian. Looking for more running room. Does he have a first down yardage? He does. They're going to mark him at the 40-yard line, which is enough for the first down. Clock will stop with 50 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Forest City leads by 2, but Clarion-Goldfield-Dows is driving quickly. Buffington helping the stop there for the Indians. 1 left, 2 receivers right. Hand off again, same. It's Christians again. Looking for more running room. He's finally going to be brought down. He got nearly another first down. Give him 9 this time. 34 seconds left, and Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will call for a timeout. They already used one earlier in the first quarter. After Forest City scored their first touchdown, they'll use one here. 31 seconds to play. We'll come back in about 30 seconds. Forest City 8, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 6. 30 seconds to play in the first half.
Following the halftime performance this evening by the high school marching band, we will recognize the 2021 homecoming court.
Back here to Forest City High School. It's homecoming tonight. Forest City trying to beat Clarion-Goldfield-Dows for a second straight time here in Forest City. Last time they were in Clarion, Forest City loses 22-7 back in 2018. The Indians won here in 2019 by a big margin. That was actually, I believe, the game that ended the long losing streak for Forest City. Indians go 2 years without a win. Here they're throwing to the end zone, and that's got to be offensive pass interference all day. That's got to be offensively. He ran Ethan Sesker right over. We'll check on it, but Clarion cheering as if it's going to be defensive. The receiver ran Ethan Sesker over. That's got to be offensive. And we'll see what the official call is. Flags came in from 2 different officials. No, they call it on Forest City. Wow. What's Ethan Sesker supposed to do there? He was run right over. Unbelievable. 25 seconds to play here in the second quarter. And Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will have first down inside the red zone at about the 16-yard line. I don't know what you're supposed to do if you're Ethan Sesker. No idea. Gardner under center, looks to throw. Nearly sacked. Buffington chasing. Forest City will bring him down. He's going to pick up a couple. And timeout Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. That's going to be their final with 18 seconds to play here in the half. So we'll take it as well. 18 seconds to play in the half. They wasted a timeout earlier. They'll use another one here. 8-6 Forest City. We'll take 30 seconds and we'll come back. Horrible.
Tomorrow, the
Horrible.
Forest City Classic will be played here. The JV volleyball Forest City Classic at 9.
Back to Forest City High School. The Indians are trying to get to the locker room without Clarion-Goldfield-Dows adding more points on. The Indians have led the entire game. They currently lead 8-6. 18 seconds left in the half. Clarion is out of timeouts and have 18 seconds. They used their last one there as Gardner took off and ran with it. And so if they do that again, they're gonna throw. If they throw, they might have 2 or 3 shots at it. Gardner in the shotgun will look to throw. Gardner looking towards the end zone. It is incomplete and the flag comes out. Again, Forest City crowd irate. The flag came out again, and this one looks to be going to be going against Forest City once again. Back-to-back pass interference calls here in the last 20 seconds of this quarter is going to give Clarion-Goldfield-Dows a short shot at it with 12 seconds to play here in the second half, trailing Forest City 8-6. The Indian coaches are looking for an explanation on the sidelines. They're not going to get one as the ball moved half a distance inside the 15-yard line. And so the ball will be placed at about the 7. So it's half a distance. We'll go to the 7, where it will be first down and 7. So Gardner, again, in shotgun. 3 receivers out, 2 left, 1 right. 12 seconds to play in the half. Gardner takes the snap. Gardner looking towards the end zone. It is caught, but he's short. Short of the end zone, and the clock's still moving. 5 seconds to play in the quarter. 4 seconds to play in the quarter. 3, 2, 1. That's the end of the quarter. End of the quarter, we go to halftime. That's all zeros on the clock. We go to halftime. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows did not get it off. It's halftime. The referees will talk about it. It's halftime. There was no time on the clock when they took that snap. Forest City trying to get to halftime, leading 8-6. The Indians will run off the field. I think Forest City should just start heading to the locker room. The referees will get together and talk about it. One of them is in charge of watching that clock. Did he snap it and spike it with a second left or not? The referee on the far side was waving it off. Will they give him 1 down with a second left? 8-6, Forest City leads. The referees are still talking about it. The ball is set at about the 2. Still a conversation going on. This is a big call. We either go to halftime. It is going to be Clarion-Goldfield-Dows with a shot at it. 1 second will go on the clock. So Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will get 1 second on the clock from the 2-yard line. Big stop, big opportunity here for the Forest City defense. 1 second on the clock, 8-6. Forest City trying to go into halftime with the lead. Under center, they give it to the quarterback. He stopped short. Did he pound in? He was stopped initially. Did he get in? He did. Forest City crowd not happy. He was stopped initially, but he punched his way in. Forest City had him stacked up at about the 2, but they finally pushed their way in, and Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will take the lead going into halftime. Right now leading 12-8. Forest City crowd, Forest City coaches are irate. And Gomez will come in to attempt the PAT to try to make it a bigger lead for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Last one was blocked on the PAT attempt. Good snap, good kick. It is good. We will go to halftime. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows leads Forest City 13-8 as they score as time expires. Forest City coach Chad Moore is going to go and plead his case, but it's not going to matter. We'll go to halftime. We'll take about a minute and a half. We'll come back in about a minute and a half, and we will have the Forest City marching band will make their way to the field here in just a little bit. We'll take a break. We'll come back. It's 13-8 in favor of Clarion-Goldfield-Dows.
Cowboys 13 and Forest City 8. Time now to announce our second quarter winner of the cash prize for the All Eyes contest, sponsored by the Forest City Sports Booster Club and the Forest City Chamber of Commerce. In an interesting scenario, the ball was resting in the end zone at the end of the quarter, so congratulations to Ron Litson Ron Woodson just won $50 in Forest City bucks. Congratulations, Ron. You can stop up at the press box now or at the end of the game and claim your prize. Thanks to everyone who donated to the Sports Boosters this year.
Get off the field.
And now, for tonight's halftime entertainment, the pride, the excellence, the tradition, 110 members strong, your Forest City High School Marching Band! The band is under the direction of Mr. Corey Schmidt, and the color guard instructor is Lauren Peterson. This year's show is entitled Home Again, and tonight's performance will include Pompeii by the British band Bastille and Leonard Cohen's famous ballad, Hallelujah. Drum majors Kevin Jones, Eliana Warren, and Brooke Olson. Is your band ready? Forest City High School Marching Band, the field is yours for halftime performance.
That was the Forest City Marching Band. We'll take a break. We'll come back. The halftime show will continue in 3 minutes on KIOW.
At this time, we would like to announce the 2021 homecoming attendees and attendance in court. We're all attendees. The freshman class of 2025 attendants are Jessa Swearingen, daughter of Shannon and Troy Swearingen, escorted by Brock Good, son of Michael and Michaela Good. The sophomore class of 2024 attendants are Brooklyn Kraft, daughter of Michelle and Clint Kraft, escorted by Dakota Carlson, son of Jeremy and Mandra Carlson. The juniors class of 2023 attendants are Sam Buffington, daughter of Tora and Brian Buffington, escorted by the one and only Dylan Schaefer, son of Ronald Schaefer and Tammy Hansen. And now for the senior court class of 2022. Gracie LaCour, daughter of Adam and Darcy LaCour, escorted by Andrew Snyder, son of Doug and Beth Snyder. Shay Dillaboo, daughter of Tammy and Zach Dillaboo, escorted by Truman Knutson, son of Brian and Carmen Knutson. Regan Helgeson, daughter of Mark and Tracy Helgeson, escorted by Carter Brookoff, son of Jason and Jessica Brookoff. And our 2021 homecoming king and queen, Keevan Jones, daughter of Brad and Sherry Jones, escorted by Zach Weldon, son of Shannon Woogie and Courtney Woogie. Your 2021 homecoming attendance and court. At this time, I'd like to introduce our cheerleaders. That's right.
Welcome back here to Forest City High School as the Indians and the Cowboys of Clarion-Goldfield-Dows are at halftime, with Clarion-Goldfield-Dows leading Forest City by a score of 13-8 after that controversial play at the end of the half. Let's take a look at the stats here in the first half. First of all, scoring plays. Forest City scored first in the first quarter as Kellen Moore ran 20 yards for the touchdown. The PAT, or the extra point for Forest City, was good. A 2-point conversion, they lead 8-0. Preston Gardner, who is getting the start at quarterback, runs 29 yards for a touchdown. Gomez's PAT no good for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows after the 2:46 mark in the first quarter rather. And then with 1 second left in the second quarter, Gardner runs 2 yards. Forest City had him stacked up initially at about the 2-yard line, but he fought forward and was able to get into the end zone for a touchdown. A 2-yard run there for Gardner. Whistle doesn't blow, unfortunately, when he's stacked up. A lot of things in that play. That happens. What makes that play even bigger, as we talk about it going into the second half, is Clarion starts with the football. That's what makes the call and the play much bigger than than it would be if Forest City got the ball. Forest City got the ball, whatever. Clarion has the lead. Forest City's got the first chance in the second half. Indians have a chance to go down and march down the field. Now, Clarion scores at the end of the half, and they get the football. They march it back down. Now, all of a sudden, Clarion's got this lead over Forest City, which makes it a much, much bigger game. Taking a look at some of the team stats here in the first half, Forest City runs 36 offensive plays for 156 yards of total offense. That's a good number for Forest City in the first half. 156 yards of offense, good number. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, 27 plays offensively for 135 yards of total offense. Indians have time of possession, 13:36 to 9 minutes for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows in time of possession. Forest City's run the ball 24 times for 125 of their 156 yards. One thing they haven't got going in this game is their passing offense. Forest City has thrown 3 times, have only completed, or rather thrown 12 times, have only completed 3 of those 12 passes for 31 total yards. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows has thrown 5 times. They've completed 3 of their 5 for 17 yards. Clarion has fumbled twice and lost both of those fumbles. 9 first downs for each team. Forest City, 7 of them on the ground, 2 of them through the air. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows had 6 on the ground, 2 through the air, and had 1 via a penalty as well. Picked up a first down. Couple of pass interference. That's the other thing that helps that drive out. Clarion needed a lot of help to get down the field. They had, was almost 40 yards, 45 yards in penalties. I mean, that was almost, take that back, about 25 yards of penalties, which was half of the yard that they need to go. They started that drive at the 50-yard line. Forest City commits about 25, 30-ish yards. You had the half a distance to the goal, so you had a 15-yard pass interference earlier in the drive. Then you had a 7-yard half a distance to the goal personal pass interference. So you're looking at about 22, 23 yards, almost half of the yards that Clarion needed to find that first down were via penalty yards on Forest City to help them move the football. So it wasn't all on that call at the end of the quarter. Forest City definitely did not do their job. Now the Forest City fans would argue that neither of those pass interferences. The first one was a little suspect. The first one, Ethan Sesker had nothing to do. The second one of the end zone, I think Vinton Feldman kind of ran over the receiver there. I think that one was probably a good pass interference call. The first one that was called that kept the drive alive on Ethan Sesker, that one was the one that was very, very questionable, beyond outrageous, actually, because Ethan Sesker was run over by the Clarion-Goldfield-Dows receiver, and they called the pass interference on Ethan for tripping or pushing down or whatever he did, I guess, to the Clarion receiver. When the Clarion receiver ran him over, he had nothing he could do. So that was the one that was a little bit more skeptical, a little bit more suspicious. They kind of kept that drive going. Forest City is 3 of 8, 35% on third down. They are 1 of 5, 20% on fourth down. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows is 0 for 3 on third down. They are 1 for 4 on fourth down. Forest City has 4 penalties for 40 yards. Clarion has 2 penalties for 15 yards. The Indians have punted once for 39 yards. Clarion has punted once for 45 yards. Preston Gardner, 3 of 5 for 17 yards through the air. He has run 12 times for 80 yards and 2 touchdowns. Foss has run 6 times for 20 yards. And Christian has run 4 times for 18 yards. Foss has 1 reception for 7. Carpenter has 1 reception for 5. And Wyatt DeCoster has 1 reception for 5 yards. Defensively, Garrett Seba, 4.5 tackles. 4 of them solo. Landon Olson, 4 tackles. Foss has 4 tackles. And Chavez, we've called his name quite a bit tonight. He has 3.5 tackles for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. For Forest City, Brickoff is 3 of 12 for 37 yards. Kellen Moore has run 6 times for 52 yards. Andy Olson 11 times for 37 yards. Carter Brickoff 4 times for 23 yards. Thompson twice for 9 yards. And Robe Berry once for 4 yards. Andy Olson has 1 reception for 14 yards. Thompson 1 reception for 10 yards. And Snyder 1 reception for 7 yards. Defensively, Trevor Seidel, 4 tackles, 1 solo. Buffington, 4 tackles, 3 solo, a tackle and a half for a loss. Half a tackle for a loss for Andy Olson, Truman Knutson, and Sam Clausen. 3.5 tackles for Snyder, 3.5 tackles for Andy Olson, 2.5 tackles for Kellen Moore in the first half. We're at halftime here between Forest City and Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, the last non-district game of the season. for both of these teams. After tonight, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will go into the death district, I like to call it. Not trying to be too morbid or anything, but honestly, 5 ranked teams in that district for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, including the number 1 team, Esterville Lincoln Central. The team that should be number 3, I think they're 5 this week. The Radio Iowa poll, Spirit Lake, who was beaten Forest City last week 49-0. They are also in that district as well. They're in Class 2A. OABCIG, 2-time state champions with now Hawkeye and who else? Southeast Valley is in that district as well for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. So just a ton of really good teams over in that district. Forest City, on the other hand, according to BC Moore, Forest City now the favorite in the rest of their games, which means, including tonight, which means Forest City now, according to BC Moore, the favorite. They came in the year third. BC Moore had them third to win the district. Now Forest City is the favorite to win their district, and they will open up district play at Cresco of Crestwood next week. We'll have that game for you right here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. All right, 2-minute break, 13-8. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows leads Forest City. We'll come back in 2 minutes. We'll have more halftime show coverage. Our halftime show today brought to you by our good friends at Waldorf University. We're back in 2 minutes. Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Forest City and Clarion-Goldfield-Dows getting set for second half coming up in just a couple of minutes. Waldorf University is a sponsor of our halftime show. We like to tell you what's going on at Waldorf University. The Waldorf volleyball team in a good matchup with matchup with Briarcliff just across the road over at the Hanson Fieldhouse here in Forest City. So hopefully that one's going well for the Waldorf University Warriors. The Waldorf football team is off this week. They have a bye week before heading to Valley City State for conference play next week. So Waldorf football is off in time here for Iowa State coming up tomorrow. You'll be able to listen to the Iowa State game right here on KIOW. That is a 3:30 kickoff, so I believe the pregame show here on KIOW will fire around 2:30 p.m. So about 2:30 we'll have kickoff between, 2:30 we will have the I was trying to figure out what's going on across the way. A bunch of Clarion-Goldfield-Dows football players surrounding one of their players over on the sideline, so not really sure what's going on over there. But obviously not somebody that's currently in the game as they're going to bring their kickoff return team. But, yeah, 2:30 pregame show, 3:30 kickoff between Iowa State and Iowa right here on KIOW, North Iowa's home for the Iowa State Cyclones on Saturday. Forest City will boot it away to Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. 13-8 is the score in favor of Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, who will start with the football. They're still attending to somebody over on the sidelines of Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. The Indians will have Kretzinger, who will kick it away. The returners for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows are number 20, Landon Olson, and number 2, Nevin Foss. So Foss and Olson are the returners for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Foss has one return for 14 yards on the season. Excuse me, Foss has one return for 78 yards on the season. Olson has one return for 14 yards on the season. Kretzinger now will bring everybody out. They had to let the clock, the warm-up clock, the 3-minute warm-up clock, they had to let that expire. Forest City was ready to kick it off about a minute and a half ago, but they got to let the 3-minute warm-up clock go before they even give Kretzinger the football, which still has 20 seconds on it. Both teams are ready to play before then, but the rules state they have to let that clock run out. 13-0 is, or rather 13-8 is the score. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, white jerseys, black pants, black helmets. Forest City, white helmets, red jerseys, white pants, white numbers for Forest City, red numbers for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. The Indians have been snake bit quite a bit on this field by Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. They don't want to leave with that feeling here again tonight. They don't want to go into district play 1-2. They'd like to go there 2-1. With just a loss to a very good Spirit Lake team. This is a short kick taken at the 35-yard line, and Traub quickly goes down. That might be part of the reason. He looked like he went straight to the ground. He's their normal starting quarterback, and he went straight to the ground, kind of untouched there, and not trying to avoid the contact. So that might be part of the reason why we have not seen him in this game at quarterback here tonight. He might be nursing something, though. We have seen him defensively. Hasn't made a huge impact defensively, but he has been out there on the field, so you think he was hurt. He wouldn't be on their special teams, wouldn't be on their defense, but he went down quickly there. Maybe he was just tripped, and it looked like he went down gracefully, but either way, it goes down at the 39-yard line of Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. That's where their offense will take over. We're just underway here in the third quarter. Forest City trails CGD 13-8. Gardner sends one man in motion. That's Foss from right to left. He keeps it himself. Gardner is swarmed and taken down to the backfield. Now they're going to bring him right back down to the line of scrimmage at the 39. Buffington there for Forest City. So was Snyder and Knutson. Clausen also in that mix for the Indians. It's a little bit behind the 39, but we still call it the 39-yard line. Maybe a couple of inches on a loss. Clock will run. It's second down and long coming up for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Two receivers right, one left. Three running backs in the backfield. It's Foss and Garrett Seba in the backfield. Foss to the left, Seba to the right. Gardner takes the snap. He takes it again by himself, and he breaks the tackle, and he's loose. Gardner running towards the end zone. He is loose, and he is gone. Touchdown, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Forest City had him after only about a yard or two. The Indians miss the tackle, lose the tackle, and Gardner scores for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. With 11-12 to play here in quarter number 3. That's exactly why that call at the end of the half becomes bigger, because Clarion starts with the football and because now they've extended their lead. 19-8 with the PAT pending. Gomez back to attempt it. Traub will hold. It was a good snap, good kick last time. We blocked the first one. High snap. Kick is still good through the uprights, and with 11-12 to play in the third quarter, it's Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 20, Forest City 8. Kickoff is next. After this. Back here to Forest City High School as Gardner about doubles his rushing yards on the game. He goes 62 yards for the Clarion-Goldfield-Dows score. They now lead 20-8, according, again, going back to our BC Moore predictions coming in. Forest City and was 9-point favorite, now trailing by 12 with 11-12 to play here in quarter number 3. Rosner will set to kick this one off again from the 40-yard line, kicking from east to west. Forest City will take it at the west 15-yard line. Kellen Moore's got some running room, looking for a blocker to the 35, to the 40. Still running on his feet near the 45-yard line, finally brought down at the 45-yard line. So a good return, about 30 yards there for Kellen Moore. And Forest City will have first down and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Good starting spot with 11:03 to play in the third period. Oh, they mark him back at the 45. Horrible spot. Rather, the 44. Clearly was at the 45 when brought down. 3-man front here for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Traub is in there at a linebacker position. One receiver to the right. Man in motion. They're going to hand this one off to Olsen, looking for running room. He's up the middle. Olsen breaks across the 50-yard line. Going to be spotted down at about the 44-yard line. Now they give us the extra yard. That time I think he was brought down short of it. And it's going to be enough for a first down for Forest City. So we get that yard back, I think. I'm pretty sure he was brought down that time at the 46. And instead, this time they give us the 45-yard line. And they put it at the college hashes. They got to move it to the high school hash. One receiver right. Wingbacks in the game for Forest City. They're going to go to Olsen once again. Olsen again will plow forward for a couple of yards as he'll near the 40-yard line be brought down at about the 42. So give him 3 yards. It's second down and 7 with 10:32 to play in quarter number 3. Forest City trails by 12. They give him a little bit ahead of the 42, not quite to the 41. And that's where the Indians will set up for second down and 7, we'll call it, but it's almost like 6.5. Truman Knutson to the far side, tight end of the game, 2 wings, 1 right, 1 left. Running back in the backfield. Hand this one off to Kellen Moore, looking for running room. He's got it. Kellen Moore to the 35, first down yardage for the Indians. As Kellen Moore gets out inside the 35, give him the 34, and it's first down at 10 Forest City from the Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 34-yard line. This is the response the Indians offense needed to have, though they've had a couple of drives so far tonight. They've got inside goal and then given it up on fourth down. They got to keep trucking here. First down and 10 from the 34-yard line. First down and 10. 20-8 is the score. Same formation with Truman Knutson at the top. He's spread out. Everybody else is packed in tight. One man in motion. Andy Olsen with a running room, and he's brought down. I think he ran into his own defender, or own blocker, I should say. And going to be brought down at about the 31-yard line, so give him about 3. On the pickup, second down and 7 for Forest City, exactly where they were a moment ago. 9:44 to play in the third quarter. Second down and 7, gain of 3 for Olsen. Truman Knutson now will spread out to the near side. Same formation otherwise, though. Kellen Moore in motion. Brookoff keeps it, and he's going to be brought down for a loss. About a loss of maybe 2. Yeah, give him a loss of 2. It's going to be third down and 9 for Forest City. As Diego Gonzalez with the stop. Traub lost his hanky. He'll get it back. Third down and 9 for Forest City. Was a loss of 2. 9:06 to play in the third period. The Indians will have 2 downs to try to find 9 yards. They go back to the formation where they were moving the football. Knutson at the top of the formation. Everybody else stacked in tight. Brookoff looking to throw. He's nearly tripped up. Now he's got to try to get rid of it before a big loss, and he will throw it out, nearly intercepted by Traub, but Brookoff was nearly tripped up at the line of scrimmage, and then from there, the race was on as 3 or 4. Christian on pressure there for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, and Brookoff just had to get rid of it and then threw it to the sidelines where Traub nearly picked that off near the sideline. And Forest City will need 9 yards, and no, they're going to try to boot this one away and try to give the defense a chance inside to try to stop Clarion deep. So Forest City will punt from the 33 on 4th down and 9. Kretzinger going to try to pin Clarion-Goldfield-Dows deep. Punt is away. It's deep, though, and it's going to go into the end zone. It's halfway through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will start with it 1st down and 10. So the punt just a bit long there for Kretzinger and the Indians, as they will give Clarion-Goldfield-Dows the football at about the 20-yard line. So Forest City gambles there. Not what they wanted to see, though. So 1st down and 10 for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows from their 20-yard line. 8:42 to play here in quarter number 3. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows' offense ever since the middle of the second quarter has been tough. Gardner has led him strong so far. He's got 2 running backs with him, Seba and Voss. Voss takes the running, takes the football, and he'll be brought down after a short gain up to about the 20. Did they give him the 25? No, 24. So a 4-yard gain to the 24. Call it 2nd down and 6 for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows by Nevin Voss. 8:20 to play here in the 3rd quarter. 3 spread out a game, same formation. This time it's Voss and Christian in the backfield for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. With the quarterback, Gardner. Gardner keeps it himself, looking for running room, and he's cut down short. Forest City gets him about right at the line of scrimmage, maybe give him a couple of inches, as the box will move about an inch or 2. They might have gave him a full yard up to the 25-yard line. Yeah, give him 1. About up to the 25. Big play for the Forest City defense here on 3rd down and about 5. 7:45 to play here in the 3rd period. The Indians can get it to 4th down. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will have to punt, and Forest City's attempt to flip the field position could work, but they got to have a stop right here. 3 receivers split out, 2 running backs in the backfield. Gardner gives it to Christian. Christian looking for running room. He stopped short. It's going to be 4th down and short coming up for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. A big gain of about 4 yards. He needed about 5.5, and it's going to be 4th down and inches coming up for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. And they're going to have to give it back to Forest City, because if the Indians were to stop them, they'd get even better field position. So Forest City tried to flip the field, try to get some better field position, and I think it's going to work out, barring something funky here. Don't jump off sides. 4th down and 1 here in the 3rd period. Forest City will send 2 men back to receive. They're short of a guy. They only had 11 on the field. They have flags everywhere. Ball will go out of bounds. Flags everywhere as Clarion-Goldfield-Dows with only 10 men on the field. Then they run a guy in late who is offsides, illegal motion, offside. I don't know. Who knows what you're going to call. 6:43 to play here in the 3rd period. 20-8. Forest City is trailing, but looks like hopefully going to start with some decent field position for this next drive after they try to flip the field. And it looks like it's going to work out. The Indians will send them back and make them reboot it. Instead of taking the football, they could have taken the football where it goes out of bounds at about the 40, but instead, good choice. They're going to push them back 5 yards and make them repunt it. Another punt they got from Christian that got a really good Clarion-Goldfield-Dows roll. Need one of these punts to go in Forest City's favor. Every punt Clarion's punted so far has gotten good Clarion-Goldfield-Dows rolls. This time it's a good punt. Spiral, and it's going to be fair caught by Forest City at about just short of the 40-yard line, so another good punt. Oh, the beanbag is at the other yard marker. Goodness gracious. So Forest City will set up 1st down and 10 at about the 38-yard line. He threw the beanbag at the 39, but then puts the ball back at the 38. 6:30 to play here in the 3rd period. 20-8 is the score, where Forest City will set up offensively. Packed in tight formation. Everybody's in tight. Brookoff looking to throw under pressure. Still looking. It is caught near the sidelines. And it's going to be a big pickup there for Snyder and the Indians up to the 40-yard line. 1st down and 10. So Forest City will have the pickup. They're going to put it at the 42. Snyder with a great catch. First time Forest City's seen the pass offense be effective, and they've got it inside Clarion-Goldfield-Dows territory at the 42-yard line. 6:24 to play here in the third period. Forest City's offense was being a little skeptical, like, hey, did he catch it or not? You just got to run up there. Make it look like you know he caught it. Then there's no discussion. Truman Knutson to the near side. Everybody else is packed in. Brookoff under center. Takes a snap, gives it to Olsen. Olsen looking for some running room. Will have some across the 40. Brought down at about the 39-yard line, so a couple of yards for Olsen on first down. It'll be second down at about 7 coming up for Forest City with 6:10 to play here in the third period. The Indians have dominated time of possession so far in this game. But the two big plays to end the second quarter and start the third quarter is right now is the difference. Second down and 7. One receiver to the near side. Everybody else packed in tight. Brookoff under center. Olsen in the backfield. They're going to hand this one off. It's Kellen Moore looking for some running room, and he'll finally break free near the 35-yard line. And they'll spot him at the 37. Ugh, don't like that spot. Couple of yards picked up. Third down and 5 for Forest City. 5:26 to play here in quarter number 3. 20-8 is the deficit right now of 12 points for the Forest City Indians. Again, this is a non-district game. Does not affect Forest City's playoff chances, but you like to win football games. One receiver to the top, one receiver to the bottom. Ball's on the ground. Ball's still on the ground, and Clarion-Goldfield-Dows has got it. A clear recovery by Clarion-Goldfield-Dows at about the 33-yard line, where they will have first down and 10. And they give him almost the 34. Give him almost the 34-yard line. I think officially has to go down as a 33 because he has not quite gained the 34-yard line, so we'll call it the 33. First down and 10, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows with 5:03 to play here in quarter number 3. And Clarion leading by 12. Indians defense got a stop a moment ago. They're going to need another stop here. Forest City 8-point favorites, almost 9-point favorites coming in, trailing by 12. Two receivers right, one left. Gardner's looking to throw downfield. It is in the air, and it is intercepted by Forest City and a late flag. Come on. Forest City with a late flag. Hopefully it's horse collar tackle against Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Yes, okay. I thought it was maybe bobbling over the pass interference, but I think they're going to get him for a horse collar after the interception. So it should go on to the, I believe, is that on to the end of the interception? We'll wait and see. I believe it's going to be a horse collar tackle against Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Forest City's got the interception. It looks like for sure. Still have no signal. That's been a tough thing for the officials tonight. Oh, he didn't sing. He just signaled it was declined. He never. Goodness gracious. 4:57 to play here in the third period. I believe it was a horse collar tackle, but again, hand signals have been difficult with this crew tonight. They don't give us anything. And Forest City will decline the penalty, and it'll be first down and 10. No signals at all. We had one on a fourth down earlier. No signals, whether it's a first down or a fourth down. They just start setting stuff up. And at least 3 times on penalties, they just say declined or accepted. They don't tell us what the penalty was. First down at 10 Forest City. We know that from the 31-yard line, trailing by 12. 4:57 to play here in the third period. One receiver right, 2 wing backs, and a running back in the backfield. Here's the handoff. Olsen looking for some running room. Olsen still running across the 35, and he'll have a big gain of about 5 or 6 yards here on first down, and Forest City moving the football. If you're Forest City, you're not in panic mode yet. You still have 4 minutes left in this quarter. You have an entire fourth quarter. You trail by just 2 scores. No panic at this point. The Indians just would need a touchdown eventually. A couple of them, actually. Called a gain of 5, second down and 5. Forest City will set up with a couple of wings. And we've got penalties. Forest City's moving. So the 5 yards they picked up on first down, they're going to give back here on a penalty. And it'll be second down and 10. Forest City from the 31-yard line. Back to the original line of scrimmage where they will just set up for second down and 10. 4:22 to play here in quarter number 3. First-year head coach Caleb Vogel for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows has spent 3 years as an assistant coach for the Cowboys. A 2009 Linn-Mar graduate. Went back and coached for his alma mater back at Linn-Mar for a couple of years as an assistant coach before coming to Clarion. Now he's a head coach for the first time. Under center, Carter Brookoff will take the snap. Second down and a long 10. Looking for running room. Oh, they're going to get Kretzinger for a hold. It's coming back. Kellen Moore's got first down yardage and more, but they're going to get Kretzinger on the outside for a hold way back here, and they signal that one. So Forest City gets called on the right side for a holding penalty, borderline. One of those where you can call it, but you can keep it in the pocket there, I think. 3:53 to play here in the third period. 20-8 is the score. Forest City's longest pass play of the game gets erased, as the Indians will have a long second down coming. As the ball will go back. Well, it's from the spot of the foul, so it goes from the spot of the foul all the way back inside the 20, inside the 15. They finally mark him down at the 12. So it's a spot of the foul penalty, not from the original line of scrimmage. So the foul happened way back in the backfield, so that's why Forest City will have second down, and they will have to get close to fertile for a first down. Brookoff now under center. He tries to take off, and Chavez is there for a sack. So Brookoff gets thrown down about a yard behind where we started with the football there. It was second down and 29. And now after the sack, Chavez not moving, as the Forest City and Clarion-Goldfield-Dows training staff will get out to him. He did not move for a solid couple of minutes. So they will check on Chavez. We'll take a break. We'll come back in a minute. Forest City trailing 20-8, 3:41 to play in the third. Back here to Forest City High School. It's homecoming, and the Indians are trailing the Cowboys of Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 20-8, 3:41 to play here in the third quarter. The last time Clarion-Goldfield-Dows was here in Forest City, they left pretty unhappy as the Indians walloped Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, a final score of 45-6, a beatdown here in Forest City. Did not play, the two teams did not play in 2020 due to COVID-19. And then here in 2021, renewing a rivalry that started something that's been building into a rivalry between these two teams. They first played back on September 1st of 2006, played in 2006 and 2007, didn't play in 8 and 9, and then they went on a decade straight. They played from 2010 through 2019. That's 10 playing years between that time, and they actually played 11 times. They played twice in 2011. We talked a little bit about that in the pregame show. They're trying to get Chavez off the field. nearly 300-pound man there for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, has been disruptive all night long. So it's a huge blow for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, but and obviously you never want to see somebody injured, but Forest City has been pressured by Chavez all night long. It's going to be third down at about 29, almost 30 yards here for Forest City, trailing this football game 20-8. Brookoff to pass, right side, Kellen Moore, incomplete. Forest City fans were looking for one of those pass interference calls. Flags came out earlier. Forest City fans don't get one. And it's fourth down and about 30 for Forest City. And this is a big field flip here for Clarion unless Forest City can get an absolute booming of a kick. 3:35 to play in the third. Cowboys by 12. And Kressinger going to try to get one away here for the Indians and needs a good one. Otherwise, it's going to be a big field flip. Nearly blocked by Foss. Olsen is back at the 20 where he is back at the 50, excuse me, where he takes it and finally going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 40-yard line. So he gets to the 40 of Forest City. So he picked it up at the 50, a 10-yard return to the 40-yard line where Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will have good field position as they flip the field with a big penalty and a big sack. A holding call that went from a first down inside Clarion-Goldfield-Dows territory for Forest City back to a long second down, turned into a longer third down after a sack, and it's all resulted in a Clarion-Goldfield-Dows first down and 10 from Forest City's 40-yard line. 3:24 to play in the third quarter. This is a big stop or a big drive here for Forest City's defense. A touchdown here would be a big one for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, would make Forest City need 3 scores in about a quarter. Big stop on first down, though, as the Indians find it. Carson Buffington for Forest City brings Foss down behind the line of scrimmage at about the 41-yard line. Buffington, called his name all night long for the Indians, has been big inside. Again, Forest City without Levi Olsen in this one. Big loss to that defensive line, but Buffington has played phenomenal in there. Second down and 11 from the 41. Gardner takes the snap. Gardner hands it off to Foss. Foss looking for running room. Forest City needs a tackle. And they finally bring him down at about the 36-yard line, so give him a decent gain up to the 36. It'll be third down coming up for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, and you would assume 4-down territory for them with the lead. And time ticking away from Forest City, unless the Indians were to get a big loss here to put it down to a 4th and 10, 4th and 11. I would assume just about anything is going to be 4-down territory, so the Indians are going to need 2 stops. Third down and 6-ish. Gardner in the backfield, has a couple of running backs with him, hands it off to Foss again, and he's going to be brought down short of the line again. It's going to be 4th down, but again, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, you would think, is going to keep that offense on the field. It's going to be about a 4th down and 2. Crucial play here for the Indians. Thompson, a good stop for Forest City. They got to get to the 30-yard line. The ball is spotted just behind the 32, so it's about 2 and a little bit more. 4th down and about 2.5 coming up for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Forest City looking for a stop. 1:41 and counting here in the third quarter. Forest City fans trying to get on their feet, trying to cheer him on. Gardner in the shotgun. He's got 2 running backs, a tight end in the game, and 2 receivers. They're going to hand it off. They hand it off, and Seba's got enough for a first down as he runs through the Indians' defense across the 30 and finds the 27-yard line. So we got about 4. Needed about 2.5. He gets about 4. First down and 10. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows with 1:25 to play in the third period. It's not the end of the game if Forest City gives up a score here, but definitely will be tough. Gardner in the shotgun. Low snap, gives it to Christian. Looking for running room. He's going to be brought down, but makes it inside the 25-yard line to about the 23 before he's finally brought down. And it's going to be second down and short upcoming here for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Second down and medium. Give them about 5 on first down. We'll call it second down and a long 5, maybe 6, with 51 seconds left here in quarter number 3. 2 receivers split out. 2 running backs in the backfield along with the quarterback. Gardner, who runs it, he's loose, he scores. Gardner, for a second time, takes a quarterback sneak. This time 24 yards. The last time went for 62. If he would have been 80 yards away, he still would have made it, though. And it's a touchdown, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows from 24 yards out. Gardner putting the Cowboys on his back right now. Finds another touchdown. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will try to add on their lead now with Gomez. Gomez to attempt. Traub will hold. Snap is way over the head of Traub. It's going back to about the 30-yard line where Traub is going to be smothered by Indian defenders at about the 35-yard line. Does not matter. It is no good. 36 seconds left in the third. It's Clarion-Goldfield-Dows all over Forest City, 26-8. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows finds 6 more. They're about to kick it away here to Forest City with 36 seconds left in the third period. 26-8 is the score. Gardner now as the quarterback tonight, 165 yards rushing with 4 touchdowns. And they are all over the Indians. Gardner especially, Forest City a couple of times. He ran for 62 yards, ran for 24 yards a couple of times, and Forest City will take the boot at about the 3-yard line where Jack Thompson will take it. Looking for running room, he's got some. Thompson across the 30 and finally going to be brought out of bounds. Runs out of running room there across the 30-yard line at about the 32-yard line. And it'll be first down and 10 from about the 32-yard line. 29 seconds left here in quarter number 3. 32-yard line is where Forest City will set up. Make sure you stay tuned for our post-game show, followed by the scoreboard show from 10 to 11:30. Under center, Brookoff. Brookoff will look to throw. Forest City has been widely unsuccessful in the passing game tonight. They've had a couple of really good passes, but one gets called back of a holding call. Just good defense from Clarion-Goldfield-Dows so far in the game. Second down and 10 for the Indians from the 32-yard line with 24 seconds left here in the third period. Robe Berry will come back in along with Brookoff from the sidelines as Kellen Moore will come out. Second down and 10 from the 32. Knutson to the top half of the formation, 2 wings in, running back in the backfield. Brookoff hands it off to Andy Olson. Andy Olson is hogtied near the 35-yard line. Give him maybe a yard and a half, 2 up to the 34-yard line. And it'll be 3 seconds. That'll be the end of the quarter. We head to the fourth. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 26, Forest City 8. All right, I'm back. Back here to Forest City High School, 26-8 is the score in favor of Clarion-Goldfield-Dows as we head to quarter number 4. What our plan is for the postgame, we'll have enough postgame show hopefully to get you to 10 o'clock when the scoreboard show takes off, unless this fourth quarter flies by. Brookoff looking to throw, still looking across the middle, caught by Thompson. Was it caught or incomplete? They're going to say incomplete. And it's going to be, otherwise it would have been picked up by Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. So they're going to say incomplete pass, and it'll be 4th down and long, and Forest City will have to punt it away. If they wanted to call it a completed pass, it would have been a fumble and clear recovery for Clarion. But fortunately, incomplete pass, and the Indians will have a chance to boot this one away and hopefully push Clarion back. Either way, it's Clarion football, but hopefully Forest City can push them a little bit further back with a punt and rather than a fumble. And it is a good booming punt from Kretzinger, taken at the 20-yard line by Olsen. He's tripped up initially. Forest City's got to throw a tackle, as he was initially tripped up about the 20, but makes it out to the 30-yard line, where Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will have 1st down and 10. Now they only gave him the 29. So 29-yard line is where Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will take over. Forest City's got to have some quick stops and some scores. They trail 26-8 here heading into the 4th period. Indians will open district play next week at Cresco. We'll have the game for you right here on KIOW. That's when the real work starts for the Indians. Top 4 teams in the district out of 6 will make the postseason. These 3 non-district games don't mean anything. Quarterback in the backfield with a couple of running backs. They're going to hand it off to Foss, looking for running room. Clausen, I know, was there for Forest City. A couple of D linemen there as well. Snyder is there. Truman Knutson is there as well for the Indians. Make the stop. And it'll be about a loss of 1. Call it 2nd down and 11 with 11:26 to play here in the 4th period. Buffington also there. 26-8 is the score in favor of Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. 2 running backs in the backfield. 1 to the right, 1 to the left. Receivers for Gardner, who will let the play clock run down before snapping it with 2 on the play clock. Gardner's going to keep it himself, and he's brought down. Great job there. It was one of the big man waiting for him to turn his number. It was Knutson. Knutson with the bring down for Forest City at about the short of the 30-yard line. At about the, called about the 29. They got the yard back. They lost on 1st down, 3rd down and 10. Coming up here for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. 19 seconds on the play clock. They'll probably try to use as much as they can. We'll see what Gardner decides to do. He's got 2 running backs in the backfield once again. He turns around and looks at the play clock, even though there's one right in front of him across the field. 10:22 to play. Snaps it with 5 seconds on the clock. Voss looking for running room, and Forest City will stack him up. So Forest City will stack Foss up well short, and Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will have to punt. And Forest City, barring, well, Clarion's been pretty good in the punting game tonight, so Forest City hopefully going to try to get the football back. We'll see where they get it back at, but with 9:58 to play here in the 4th period, they're going to have to score in bunches and in a hurry. 9:51 now on the clock. 26-8 is the score. Christian is back to punt this one away while Kellen Moore is back to receive. He will back up to about his own 30-yard line. It's a high snap. Forest City trying to go after it. They don't quite get there. The punt is going to get a couple of Forest City bounces and finally be touched up at about the 38-yard line. Finally, a punt doesn't take a Clarion-Goldfield-Dows roll. Still a pretty good punt, but every punt so far has taken big Clarion-Goldfield-Dows rolls. That time, Forest City got about 5 or 6 yards back on a good bounce back their way, and they will start at about the 38-yard line. So 1st down and 10 coming up for the Indians at the 38. 9:28 to play in the 4th period. Forest City trailing by bunches. Need to try to find the end zone here quickly. 248 yards of total offense for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows in this game. Forest City right there with them with 235. Kellen Moore still on his feet, looking for running room, going to be brought out of bounds on the Clarion-Goldfield-Dows sidelines, where he will be close to a first down, going to be short by about 2 yards. So give him 8 yards on first down. And goes out of bounds to stop the clock at about the 46-yard line. So 2nd down and 2 from the 46 where he was run out of bounds. Ball back to the hash marker. Two running backs in the backfield, one receiver to the near side. Brookoff in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it to Kellen Moore, where he is thrown down in the backfield. He was initially hit a couple yards further than where he's going to be brought down at, but he was able to break free and get back near the 45. We'll call it the 45-yard line, a loss of about 2. Back to the 45, almost the 44. He was initially hit at about the 42, 43, though, and he was able to bring forward to about the 45 to make the loss minimal. 8:47 to play here in the fourth. 26-8 is the score. Two receivers to the near side, one to the top of the formation. Brookoff with a wing back to the left. Low snap, takes it, gives it off to Snyder. Snyder at the 50. Snyder still running to the 45, to the 40. Snyder is loose to the 30, and he's finally going to be tripped up inside the 30-yard line. Snyder got loose, and he was finally tripped up. Gonzalez trips him up, but Forest City has the first down inside the 30 at the Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 29. The largest play from scrimmage for Forest City in this game. Brookoff will come back in after finding the play. 8:20 to play in the fourth period. Forest City's got to score quickly, and a lot of them. Brookoff looks towards the sidelines. Indians not lined up where they want to be. Timeout, Forest City. 8:13 to play in the fourth. Forest City calls a timeout. They trail 26-8. We'll be back in a minute. Back to Forest City High School we go. 26-8 is the score in favor of the Cowboys. The Indians trying to punch one in here with 8:13 to play. And Forest City will send two receivers off to the right. Still maybe not lined up correctly. They're still confused, even coming out of a timeout. Indians have 17 seconds to figure it out, though. Brookoff will send one man in motion from right to left. Forest City, well, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows wanted a legal motion. Now the flag comes out really late. Wow. And hopefully they got the Clarion-Goldfield-Dows sidelines. Oh, man. That flag was not out until there was complaining from the Clarion-Goldfield-Dows sidelines. It was an illegal shift on the Indians, but there was no flag until Coach Vogel was halfway to the numbers complaining about it. Come on. 8:06 to play here in the fourth period. Ton of officiating being done from the sidelines this evening. 26-8 the score. That flag was really late. It was a legal motion on the Indians. It was a penalty, but flag comes way too late. Brookoff will break the huddle. Moore will go to the left. Two receivers to the right. Two tight ends in the game. Olsen will switch from the right side of Brookoff to the left. One man in motion. It's Kellen Moore. will throw this one to Kellen Moore, dumped down to the 45-yard line. And he's going to be brought down. Jack Thompson wanted a penalty as he was kind of drugged down at about the 35-yard line without the football. He was looking at the officials for something, doesn't get it. 35-yard line is where the ball is going to be spotted. So 4A City will have a second down and 15 coming up. 7:15 to play here in the fourth period, 26-8. Remember, the scoreboard show will fire off at about 10 o'clock. We'll get you pretty close to it. Not sure we'll get you all the way to 10 o'clock. Right to it, though, before the scoreboard show fires off. Brookoff will look to pass. Good blitz pick up by Andy Olson. Brookoff gets it away. It is caught by Jack Thompson. No, they're going to say incomplete. Thompson pleading his case. The official says no. Thompson upset with the official trying to plead his case, and the officials say incomplete. So it's going to be third down and 15 for 4A City with 6:51 to play here in the fourth period. As the official says Thompson did not make that play. 6:51 to play here in the fourth period. 26-8 is the score. Brookoff will find the play from the sidelines. 4A City's got to hurry. And the play clock is at zeros. So it'll be a delay of game here on the Indians. Again, even though everybody in the stadium knows what the penalty is, still needs to be signaled by the official. Doesn't even look at the press box. 6:51 to play here in the fourth period. 26-8 is the score. One receiver left, one receiver right. Brookoff in the shotgun. Will take the snap. Low snap. Blitz picked up. Throw across the middle. Caught by Kellen Moore. Looking for the first down yardage, and Moore looking towards the end zone. 15-yard line. And he's going to be spun down. He's got the first down. 4A City had third down and 20. Kellen Moore picks up the first down inside the 20-yard line at about the 16. And 4A City will have it first down and 10 from the 16-yard line of Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. 6:40 to play here in the fourth period. Indians trying to add another one in here towards the end of the game. So it'll be tough for him to try to make a comeback. One receiver right. Everybody else tacked in. Brookoff under center. Hands it to Andy Olson. Olson looking for some running room. Up the middle. Going to be brought down short of the 10-yard line. Mark him at about the 11-yard line. Give him a gain up to about the 11. Gain of 6. Second down and 4 coming with 6:07 to play in the fourth. Ethan Sesker will come from the sidelines. He's in. Thompson heads out here for the Indians. 4A City will break the huddle. Second down and 4 from the 11. One receiver right. Under center, Brookoff, 2 wings in the game, 1 man in motion. Brookoff will keep it. He's looking to his right. Looking, it's a quarterback design. Lund looking for the end zone. Touchdown! Carter Brookoff from 11 yards out on a design quarterback run from the bootleg. Looked for a blocker, got the blocker. Touchdown Indians. It's 26-14 with 5:42 to play here in the fourth period. 4A City trying to close in as the Indians will set up for their 2-point conversion play. Brookoff takes the snap. Brookoff rolls to his right and will be drugged down short of the end zone. And we will head to the kickoff. 26-14, 4A City trails. 5:40 to play here in the fourth period. Kickoff is next. Back here to Forest City High School homecoming. Forest City trails 26-14 with 5:42 to play in the fourth. The Indians will kick this one away, taken by Olsen at about the 15-yard line. They were set up with their hands team as if Forest City was going to onside kick it, and going to be brought down. Olsen will be at the 30-yard line. So Forest City, quick stop and a quick score, and we've got something brewing, but the Indians would need a quick stop and a quick score. You know that the ball is going to land in the hands of Seba and Voss. We're going to get a heavy dose of Seba Voss with a mixture of Gardner in between. Here with 26-14 lead with 5:35 to play in the fourth period. Forest City will start with their four-man front. Mix back and forth between a four-man front and a three-man front throughout the game. Gardner, who's been in the backfield all game long, will go back there once again with Voss and Seba, exactly what we thought we'd be getting. And they're going to hand this one off to Voss, looking for some running room. Snyder and Knutson along with Carson Buffington. Therefore, is that Buffington? Yes. No, excuse me. Sesker. Apologies. Sesker with a big stop for the Indians. Second down and 9. They're going to let the clock run as much as possible here with 5:12 to play in the fourth period. A 26-14 lead for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Reminder, about 10 o'clock, we'll have the Iowa High School scoreboard show. We have to give you a little bit of a post-game show before then, if this game does wind up for another 16 minutes. Gardner will take the snap, and he's going to keep it himself, looking for some running room. He's got the first down yardage and more. Gardner on the quarterback keeper has got the first down and much more up to the 45-yard line. First down and 10, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Clock will stop momentarily to move the chains. 26-14 is the score. Play coming from the sidelines here for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. No huddle. Or they will huddle up, I guess, linemen and Gardner huddle up. Everybody else is already separated out, knows what they're doing. Gardner takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. This is Seba. Garrett Seba takes the play for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Seba and Gardner. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows trying to go to 3-0. They had victories over Eagle Grove and Belmont Clemmy coming into tonight's game, and now trying to find a win over Forest City before they go 3-0 into district play. And again, just an absolute monster of a district for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows coming up. Just about anybody and everybody that means something in Class 2A is in that district. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows doesn't know. They're confused offensively. 5 seconds to go in the play clock. They will snap it, and after the confusion, Forest City with a big stop. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows was plenty confused. Come on. They gave him progress up to about the 42-yard line. Ugh. Disgusting spot. Esterville, Lincoln Central, Southeast Valley, the top two teams in Class 2A in that district. You throw in Spear Lake, number 5, who's also in that district. OABCIG is in that district. They're at number 8 in the Radio Iowa poll. All those teams ranked in the Radio Iowa poll are in Clarion-Goldfield-Dows district. Big stick by Carson Buffington at about the 40-yard line. Buffington lays the hammer for the Indians, and Forest City will call timeout with 2:59 to play here in the fourth period as Carson Buffington lays the wood. 26-14 is the score. The timeout will be called, and Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will have to give Forest City the football back. But the Indians need points in a hurry. Trailing by 12, they're going to need 2 scores in less than 3 minutes of play. Esterville Lincoln Central was 7 last week before defeating the number 1 team pretty handily as well. They jumped from 7 to 1 after that upset of the number 1 team, West Lyon, in week 1. Predominant power there in Class 2A. Forest City's district. Yeah, Pocahontas area actually is the other ranked team. So of the 6 teams in Class 2A District 2, 5 of them are ranked in this week's Radio Iowa poll. And Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, the only unranked team, and they're going to go into district play hoping at 3-0. Forest City needs a spectacular comeback. Traub will down it for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows at about the 37-yard line, and the Indians will set up shop at their own 37, needing 2 scores in 2 minutes and 53 seconds. So, yeah, I forgot that PAC was also in that Class 2A District 2 as well. So you have Esterville number 1, Southeast Valley number 2, Spear Lake number 5, PAC number 8, and PAC number 7, OABCIG number 8. So of 10 ranked teams in Class 2A, 5 of them are in Clarion's district, Class 2A District 2. 1 receiver left, 1 receiver right, 2 wings. Forest City will send 1 man in motion. Brookoff is looking to throw. It's caught by Kellen Moore. Off to about the 45-yard line to the 50. He's still on his feet. That's a face mask. Brought down to the 45-yard line, missed by an official 2 feet away. The head does not just spin around like that. 2:44 to play here in the 4th period, 26-14. 45-yard line inside Clarion-Goldfield-Dows territory. For Forest City, they still need to score twice. Brookoff under center once again. 1 receiver left. Brookoff looking to throw, being chased. Still looking downfield. He will throw it towards Snyder, and it's just out of Snyder's reach, out of bounds. Coach Moore looking for a late hit on the quarterback, doesn't get one. Forest City hasn't got any of those. 26-14 the score, 2:24 to play here in the 4th period. Indians took a shot there. Snyder just a bit drifting out of bounds, going after the throw. Throw just a bit out of bounds. Snyder making a great attempt at it, though. Had his feet planted trying to reach out and trying to pull it in. Same formation for Forest City. Brookoff from the shotgun will look to throw. Still looking to throw. It is incomplete. Intended for Snyder. At about the 38-yard line, it'll be 3rd down and 10 with 2:20 to play here in the 3rd period, and Snyder is down on the turf. And now he'll hop back up. This play was stopped for him, so he's going to have to come out for 1 play as the whistle was blown for Snyder. 45-yard line is Forest City's yard marker. 3:10 to play here in the 4th period, 26-14. And there was no official timeout. It was timeout for injury. Snyder's off. Let's play football. The Indians will have it 3rd down and 10 of his 4th down territory. Needing 2 scores anywhere on the field is 4th down territory. So Forest City will have 2 shots at 10 yards, but they need much more than 10. They got to go for the end zone here. They need 2 scores in 2:20. Brookoff still calling out orders. 3 receivers are split out. Quick screen pass to Knutson. Looking for running room. Knutson will have it across the 40 inside Clarion-Goldfield-Dows territory at about the 38-yard line. And the clock continues to tick down. 38, Forest City, no huddle. 4th down. They got to have the 1st down. This is the game right here. Brookoff takes a snap. It's a low snap. Brookoff looking to throw. This is the ball game. Brookoff will throw it out of bounds, and the game is over. It's 4th down. The game, well, they got a penalty marker on the field. Unless it's against Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, they're going to be able to kneel this one away with 1:54 to play in the ball game. It's a legal man downfield by Forest City. It was semi-initialed to the... I'll give him credit there. He got better, I guess, throughout the game. He semi-initialed that one to the booth. 1st down and 10, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. They'll be able to kneel this one away with 1:54 to play here in the 4th quarter. Forest City, I guess, does have timeouts. But they need 2 scores in 1:54, trailing 26-14. The Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will run a couple of plays offensively, I would assume. and not get into victory formation with Forest City having 3 timeouts. Why is there a man running across the field? Oh, there's an injured Forest City player. So a little help from the Clarion-Goldfield-Dows training staff coming over to help the Forest City training staff. Is that Buffington? That's unfortunate for Forest City. Has been tough all game long. 1:44 to play.
TJ Weber on the stop for the Indians.
As TJ Weber makes a stop for Forest City. Timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. We'll come back in a minute. Back here to Forest City High School, 1:45 to play here in the 4th period, and it'll be a keeper by Gardner. He'll keep it and go up the middle. TJ Weber with a stop for Forest City. 26-14 is the score in favor of Clarion-Goldfield-Dows as they are set to spoil Forest City's homecoming. And the whistle blows for Knutson on the ground, so he has to come off for at least one play. 1:26 to play in the 4th. 26-14 is the score. Knutson looks to be okay, was kind of just shaken up at first, but the whistle did blow for him as a stoppage, so he has to leave the field at least for one play. 3rd down upcoming here for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. 3rd down and 7 from the 42-yard line. Gardner in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking to run himself. He's got yardage, 1st down yardage and more. Gardner is loose once again inside Forest City's territory, still running, and finally brought out of bounds at about the 30-yard line, but it's a 1st down yardage and much, much more for Gardner. Preston Gardner, the junior, playing quarterback in this game. It's been a lot of Ethan Traub throughout the first 2 games for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows, and it was Gardner from the get-go in this one. And he's run for nearly 200 yards in this game. Let's see, give him 178 yards on 18 carries and 4 touchdowns. And now Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will go into victory formation with 57 seconds left in the ballgame. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows set to go 3-0 on the opening 3 games of the season. Non-district play. Forest City will fall non-district to 1-2. The real season starts next week as Forest City will travel to Cresco to take on Crestwood in the first district game of the year. Top 4 in the district will make the postseason. Of course, you want to be the 1 or the 2 seed. The 1 seed is going to get probably 2 and possibly 3 home games to start it off, whereas the 2 seed will get at least 1 home game. The 3 and the 4 seed are going to have to travel right away on the postseason. But obviously you want to get in, but would like to be a 1 or a 2 seed in Forest City. We'll start that off next week. That's the final score, 26-14. We'll do it. We'll take a break. We'll come back in just a couple of minutes for a quick post-game show before we get you to Albia for the Iowa High School scoreboard show. Final score, 26-14. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. We're back in a couple.
That is the end of the game, the final quarter. Your score, Forest City 14, the Cowboys, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 26 this evening. I'd like to announce our final quarter provided by the Ball Contest winner. Sponsored by the Forest City Sports Booster Club and the Forest City Chamber. Ball in question on the east 31-yard line, so congratulations to Eric Dorsey.
47 yards. In 5 minutes and 44 seconds. Back here to Forest City High School, our post-game show today brought to you by our good friends at County Line Seeds. Make sure you check out Chuck Rubish, Matt Keel, and Jake Young. County Line Seeds off the airport blacktop in Forest City. We appreciate their sponsorship of today's post-game show. Quickly, Forest City falls by a final score of 26-14. The Indians will start district play 1-2 after losing their last 2 games, opening up with a win over Lake Mills in week number 1. Scoring drives looked like this. Kellen Moore opened the scoring with a 20-yard touchdown rush after a Clarion-Goldfield-Dows fumble. Then Gardner comes back and scores from 29 yards out. It's 8-6 Forest City after 1. After halftime, it's 13-8 Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. Third quarter, it's Moore Gardner as he goes 62 yards, make it 20-8 Clarion-Goldfield-Dows. 26-8 after Gardner goes another 24 yards. And in the fourth quarter, it's Carter Brookoff 15 yards on a run for a touchdown. Forest City loses 26-14, the final score. Again, thank you to our post-game show sponsor, County Line Seeds of Forest City. We appreciate them. We're back next week on Tuesday. More volleyball action comes your way on Tuesday. That's our next broadcast. And then next Friday, we will travel to Cresco as Forest City will try to start off district play 1-0 as they play Crestwood of Cresco next week in Cresco, the longest road trip of the year. We get it out of the way in week 4 and the first week of district play. I want to thank John Jacobs back at the studio for all of his hard work. Now we'll throw you to Elbia as Forest City loses once again. The final score, Indians 14, Clarion-Goldfield-Dows 26. Good night, everybody, from Forest City High School.